Life is good, everything is in order, and you're finally back on track. You're getting stuff done and you're moving in the right direction. Things look hopeful and you're happy. You feel stronger than ever, almost as if you could do anything you set your mind to. And then, suddenly, everything changes. With one phone call, one Facebook post, one overheard conversation, your whole day is turned upside down because of one event. Maybe it was a big deal. Maybe it is just a big deal to you. Whatever it was, it took your happy and threw it out the window, and you just can't get it back. So it goes in this life. Having a heart, having emotions. If people could just be normal, your day wouldn't have gotten wrecked. If you didn't care in the first place, it wouldn't have bothered you. But no matter how hard you try, you can't stop caring, and people are still going to be selfish. Yet sometimes people being selfish does not explain why your reaction was so extreme. It's not that simple. Why would we go mad under certain circumstances? How can we get so upset at certain events or triggers? There are a lot of explanations, tons of reasons for our emotional reactions, and millions of books that will lead us to the peaceful, happy life that we seek. Then why is it that life only seems to get harder? Why is it that happiness is so elusive? Why does it seem that the world seems to be going down the gutter, and that dream of happiness seems becoming a myth, or only found solidified in movies or some far-off fantasy land, yet far from our everyday life? Is the reality of happiness slipping away from us? And when emotions grip us in a way that incapacitates us, why can't happiness just be picked right back up? In moments like this, our emotions speak so loud that happiness becomes a figment of our imagination. Something seems like it is gripping us, and the happiness that we used to have becomes some fantasy paradise in the future that will never happen. And when the emotions start streaking through us to such a degree of intensity that we lose it all, and a darker side of us comes out, how can we explain this? Is this really who we are? Mostly good, but psychotic a couple days a month? There's an answer to this question, but an open mind is necessary. Pride of what you know has to be set aside, and there has to be recognition that we are spiritual beings as well as physical. The spiritual part of our life is linked to our emotions, to our thoughts, to our ability to be happy, to our unseen reality. Have you ever wondered about when you lose control, when tempers flare and harsh words are spoken? If you're out of control, then what is it that is in control of you? In times like this, we can use the infinite sources on the internet to draw a good conclusion, or we can accept a reality, or even be open to the possibility of a reality that something in the spiritual world is influencing us. Evil is real, and its pull on you is subtle, but it can have very powerful ramifications. It will circle you in your life, and it will find your weaknesses. And when it has found your weak spot or sore spot, it will keep pushing and pushing, tapping and poking your open wounds, chipping away at your weakest spot. Evil will use the closest people to you, anyone that is weak in an area, and has exactly what the demonic needs to push your buttons. Evil will find what hurts you, what torments you, and what drives you insane. And it will keep strumming and strumming that chord over and over again, any chance it gets, just to keep you miserable, just to keep you in a hole of insignificance, just to keep you in a pit of meaningless thoughts and actions, and to keep you from anything but being productive. There are arguments by some that evil can take no place in a vessel of light, yet nobody is perfect, and darkness is a very subtle way of infiltrating our life. When we are pushed and pressured, what is it that comes out of you? Is it agony and depression? If it is love, peace, and compassion, perhaps you are a complete vessel of light. Perhaps you are good in most circumstances, but there are some events and some people that really get to you. For most of us, we are not yet to a place where we beam with faith when circumstances look dire. And even for those who do very well, there is some situation that can bring out our bad side. For many of us, we have a significant weak spot, where evil can take you out or drive you mad just with a whisper of the reminder of the situation that you cannot control. When we have been pushed to a place of anger or even madness or insanity, to a place that is completely void of self-control or reason, to a place of hate and rage, then what has occurred is evil has gotten through and a place in us that needs to be fortified has been revealed. You're not psychotic. You have a place in your heart that you have to work on because somehow the harshness of this world has penetrated who you are. If emotions have grabbed your heart in a way where you have lost control or where you have issues staying in control, then there is a weakness within you that will be exploited by darkness again and again to bring you trouble and to bring trouble to those around you until you confront this dark place. However, there is hope. It will require an intense internal journey. Only you can make the choice to fix this weakness, and depending on the depth of your weakness, there may only be one way to escape this hole. It will require a metaphorical heart surgery. It will require a deep honesty. It will require truth. It will require being able to admit that you made mistakes and are making mistakes. It will require guidance, and it will require knowing the steps to take to stay out of future pits. Somehow, by pain or tragedy, by believing the wrong things about life, or by believing the wrong things about yourself, you have given evil a foothold. But do not be afraid, that chain can be broken. It requires truth. It will require courage to face the exact things that you are afraid of. It requires you to go back to those haunted mansions in your mind and bring the light there with you. The journey will be difficult, but when you come out on the other side, you will be a new creation. In future videos, it will be explained how this journey begins and progresses in very specific areas. Pitfalls will be detailed, and a deeper truth will be revealed. However, the choice is yours. You get to decide if insanity gets to knock on your door every once in a while, or if you choose to clean house and get rid of the remnants of darkness once and for all. Some people like to live with their demons. More on this will be revealed in later videos as well. Yet a happy and whole life is available to those who have the courage to face, fight, and defeat the evil within. There's a war being waged. You get to decide what side you fight for. This is spiritual warfare.